Hello Year 11, Mr McKay here. Lesson objective today is to learn how to factorise expressions. Okay, pause the video while you have a go at this retrieval practice. Pause the video again to go through the answers and check what you've got. 3A, we know what the area is, we know what the height is, so therefore we need to do the base. So 72 divided by 9, so that's 8. 68 times 80, we can do 68 times 8 and then multiply by 10, 5440. Rounding 2658 to the nearest 10, we're looking on the 10th column, it's a 5. The next number is an 8, so we have to round up, 2660. We follow BIDMAS for number 4, 2 times 2 is 4. We do multiplications for, we do addition and subtractions. So 43 minus 4 is 39. Straight substitution for working out the value, just 6 times A, which is 18, 6 times 3 is 18, minus 7 is 11. Increase £52 by 70%, so we'll find out what 10% is, which is £5.20. Times it by 7 is £36.40. So if we're increasing £52 by 70%, it's £88.80. Okay, so let's have a look at these today. If we need to factorise an expression, we need to look for the highest common factor of both these numbers. So a number that's the highest number that goes into them. So if we have 12 and we have 18, we're looking for the highest number. We know 3 goes into it. 3 goes into here. 3 times 4 is 12. And we've got 3 times 6 is going to give us 18. But it's not a common, 3 is a common factor, but there must be another one. So let's go for 6. See if 6 goes in. 6 times 2 is 12. And then 18, we've got 6 times 3. So we've got above. So that's 18. So therefore 6 is our highest common factor. So we could put 6 on the outside the brackets because 6 goes into both of them. We know we're going to have x and we know we're going to have y because we can't put them outside the brackets. They've got to stay in them because there's no x's and y's in both of them. They're not common to both terms. So what do we multiply 6 by to get 6x to get 12x? So 6 times x is 6x. We want 12x. So if we put a 2 in front of that, 6 times 2 is 12. That's going to give us 12x. So we're happy there. Now we've got 6 times y is just going to give us 6y. But we actually need 18. Well, we're looking back here. We can see the numbers that we need to be able to put into the equation. We've got the 2, we've got the 3. So 6 times 2x is 12x. 6 times 3y is going to give us 18y. Have a look at 21x and 12y. What's the highest common factor we can put on the outside of the brackets? We're going to have some brackets. We're going to have x and we're going to have y. What's the highest common factor that we can have on the outside? 21 and we've got 12. What's the highest number that goes into both of them? Okay, 3 is the highest number that goes into both of them. 2 plus 1 is 3, 1 plus 2 is 3, so they're both in the 3 times table. 6 doesn't go into 21, 9 doesn't go in, 9 goes 9, 18, 27, so 9 doesn't go into 21. So we can put 3 on the outside. You know 3 times 7 is 21. So 7, 3 times 7 is 21. And that was why we write highest factors where we normally write them in pairs. Now we know 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 4, so we put 4 there. 3 times 4y is going to give us 12y. So that works out perfectly. We're using both sets of numbers there to go either inside or outside the bracket. The highest common factor is going to the outside. How about these then? We're looking for minus 12. Minus 12 and minus 18. It's got to be a minus number, and we know what the highest common factor was before. It's 6. 6 times 2, and we've also got 6 times 3. Because they're both minus, they're both negative, we can have minus 6 on the outside with our x and our y. So minus 6 times 2 is going to give us minus 6 times 2 is going to give us minus 12x. Now we need to get minus 18, not positive 18, we need negative 18. So therefore, we're going to add 3y. Minus 6 times positive 3y, and you've now got minus 18. A negative times a positive, we've got a negative there. Okay, have a go at this one. Bear in mind that we already know the highest common factor of 21 and 12. Okay, I agree with the minus 3. 7x plus 4y. Let's check it. Minus 3 times 7 is negative 21x. And minus 3 times 4 is going to give us minus 12, and that's minus 12y. Well done. Let's have a little bit more practice here. We've got 60 and 12. So we're looking for the highest common factor, 60 and 12. The first thing I always check is, does 12 go into 60? Yes, it does. So 1 times 12. And 12 does go into 60, so it's 12 times 5. So we know 12 is the highest common factor, so 12 would go on the outside. We're using both factors, so 12 times 5 is going to give us 60. 12 times 5x is going to give us 60x. Plus, we don't need to put a 1 in front of the y, we can just write y. So 12 times y is going to give us 12y. Have a go at the we do. Yep, I think you've seen it. The 12 goes on the outside. So what goes on in the inside then? In the inside of the bracket. Okay, 12 times 3 is 36. 12, we want 12y. So just 12 times y will give us 12y. Let's have a look at 18 and 12. So we're looking for 18 and 12, and we're looking for the highest common factor. Well, 12 can't go into 18. Let's try 6 though. 6 times 2, 6 goes into 12. Does 6 go into 18? Yes, 6 times 3. Okay, so 6 can go on the outside. 6 times something equals 18. Well, we know that. 6 times 3. Now we want to get 12y. Well, 6 times 2 is going to give us the 12. So we just need the y to go in there as well. 6 times 2y is going to give us 12y. Have a go at the we do. Pause the video while you do this. Okay, we have 6 on the outside. 6 times 4 is 24, so we'll put the y in there. 6 times 4y is going to give us 24y. And 6 times 3, well done, closing the bracket, 6 times 3 is going to give us 18. Okay, example 3. We've got negative 21x plus 12y. So we're looking for the factors of 21 and 12. 3 goes into both of them. So we've got 3 times 4 equals 12. And 7 times 3, which is 21. Now we can't put the negative on the outside. So let's go with putting 3 on the outside. 3 bracket minus 7x. So 3 times minus 7 is going to give us minus 21. And there's the x. 3 goes into 12 4 times 4y. Have Have a go at this one. Think about the highest common factor of both of them. Pause the video while you do this. Okay, so we've got 3 minus 7x plus 6y. Well done. Let's have a look at this one then. So we can put 21 on the outside. We've got minus x plus y. 21 is a factor in both of them, so we can put 21 to the outside. Pause the video while you have a go at this one. Yeah. 13 minus x plus y. Well done. Finally, this example here. Now we're looking for a factor, a highest common factor of 18, 12 and 12. So 18, 12 we're looking for. Now the highest common factor, we could have 6 times 3, as we've done before, and 2 times 6. So 6 is the highest common factor. So we can put 6 to the outside. 6 times 3 is going to give us 18. Now we need to make 12 z's. We need 2 and z. Cross my z, z. 2z, and then we need negative 2 here. 6 times negative 2 is going to give us negative 12y. So we've got 3 plus 2z minus 2y. Okay, what's the highest common factor of 14 and 12? Okay, we can put 4 to the outside then. 4 times 10 is going to give us 40. 4 times 12, 4 is into 12, we need 3m, and then minus 3y. 4 times minus 3 is going to give us minus 12. The highest common factor is on the outside. Let's have a go at this one. Minus 21, minus 12, and plus 18. So I'm looking for 6, 3. Which one would go in there? Yeah, 3 would go into all of them. So we're going to have 3. I have minus 7. 3 times minus 7 is minus 21. 3 times minus 4. 3 is going to give us minus 12. So minus 12 and then y. And then 3 times 6 is going to give us 18. And then we just need the z. And I'll cross my z again so you can see the z. Have a go. Pause the video while you have a go at the we do. Hopefully you've got 6 to the outside of the bracket. 6 times minus 10 is going to give us minus 60. Minus 2y. 6 times minus 2 is going to give us minus 12y. Plus 6 times 3 will give us 18. Pause the video while if you need to copy any of those down. Okay, pause the video for about 12 minutes and have a go at these questions. Make sure you're writing down the questions and the answers. I'm looking to see how you've worked them out. What is the highest common factor? Okay, let's have a look at the answers then. So here are the answers here. Pause the video while you mark these answers. Okay, let's have a go at these questions as well now. careful with your directed numbers, your negative and your positive numbers. Okay, let's move on to the answers then. And here are the answers. Okay, let's have a look at these now. So we've looked at just placing an integer to the outside of the bracket. But what if you could actually put a letter to the outside of the bracket? So if we look at these two here, Z is in both of them. 17 and 18, there's no other common factor other than 1. So we're going to put Z on the outside. So we'll have 17x, or 17x times Z is going to give us 17xz. And if we put 18y here, 18y times z is 18yz. Pause the video while you have a go at the we do. Yes, you put the z to the outside, and we've got 17x plus 14y. Well done. Let's have a look at this one. 17xz and 18xyz. So z is in both of them. Z goes to the outside. There's no integer that will go in 17 and 18 other than 1. So we could put 1 to the outside, but we still need to be able to put 17 on the inside. 17 times z, we need an x here as well. 17x times z is going to give us 17xz plus 18 xyz, so we need xy in here, so we can have z to the outside. So z brackets 17x plus 18xy. Pause the video while you have a go at the we do. Okay, there's no common integer between 17 and 14 other than 1. So, but we can put z to the outside. So well done for seeing that. So we'll have to have 17x. 17x times z is going to give us 17xz plus 14. Got z here, so we're going to have xy. So 14xy multiplied by z is going to give us 14xyz. So let's have a look at these ones. Let's go to the bottom ones. Okay, 14 and 21, 15 and 21. Now 14 and 21, well 7 goes into both of those, so we can put 7 to the outside for a start. We've also got x. X is in both of them, so highest common factor of 14xz and 21xyz is going to be 7x. 7x belongs in both of them. 7 times something is going to give us 14, so that's 2. And we need to put the z in there as well. 7x times 2z is going to give us 14xz. Now we need 21 here. 7 times 3 is 21. We've already got the x, so we need to put y, z here. What do you notice? Have I got the highest common factor here? No. Z is actually in both of them. So really, we should have 7xz, 2 on the inside. So we're now 7xz times 2 is going to give us 14xz. 7xz times 3y is going to give us 21xyz. So 7xz, 2 plus 3y. Now that makes sense. So this one here is correct, and this one here is wrong, because there is still a factor here that should be on the outside. Pause the video while you have a go at this one. Okay, 3 goes into both of them, into 15 and 21. X and Z is also in both of them, so X, Z. 3 times 5, 3xz multiplied by 5 is going to give us 15xz, plus 3 times 7 is going to give us 21. We've got x, we've got z, all we need to do is add the y. So put the y in, so 5 plus 7y in the bracket, 3xz is in both of them because 3xz is in both. So let's have a look at this one. We've just done this one before. Let's have a look at the one at the bottom. 14, 21, 35. Well, 7 goes in all of them. So I'll have 7 on the outside. I have x in all of them. So I'm going to have x to the outside. 7x, and we need 14xz. So we need 2z. To get 2z times 7x is going to give us 14xz. Plus 7's into 21 is 3. We've already got the x, so we need the y and z. Now we need to get minus 35. So 7 times 5 is 35. So if we have minus 5, 7 times negative 5 is going to give us negative 35. And we've got the x. So that'll be the end of that one. So the answer is 7x brackets 2z plus 3yz minus 5. We can't put z on the outside because not all 3 terms have a z. Pause the video while you have a go at the weedy. Okay, so we have a 3 on the, we can put on the outside, and we also can put z on the outside. So 3z times something is going to give us 15xz. So if we have 5x, that's going to give us 15xz. Plus 3 times something equals 21, so there's 7. And we need to add xy to make xyz because the z's on the outside. Minus 2, and we've already got the z, so 3z times minus 2, negative 2, is going to give us negative 6z. Pause the video while you have a go at these questions. You'll need about 10 minutes to have a go at these. Remember, the highest common factor could be an integer as well as a letter. Okay, let's go for the answers now. Pause the video while you mark these answers. So this is the last slide of today's lesson. Well done today.